Madam President, I would ask, I heard in the description of this amendment and in committee, I guess a couple of days ago, that the changes that were made with respect to the maps were technical changes, which I typically understand to be resolving split precincts and things like that. Is that the nature of the changes, or are there more extensive changes than that that are reflected in this amendment?
Senator from Portsmouth.
Madam President, Senator, that's the understanding that I have, and the only other information that I have is that all references in the fourth enactment to the boundary of the counties and cities and the precincts shall be interpreted or to be referred to as those existing as of April 1st, 2021.
Madam President, further question.
Senator from Rockingham.
Madam President, I read last night, or actually this morning, in the Times-Dispatch, that they were reporting that the changes actually shifted 4,000 more Democratic voters into the 2nd congressional district and 6,000 Republican voters out of the 2nd district into the 3rd congressional district. I would ask if that report from the Times-Dispatch is accurate, or whether that is the nature of the technical changes that are made.
Madam President,
Senator from Portsmouth.
I would say to the Senator from Rockingham that I'm not sure that that's altogether accurate. I do know that there were some changes made to the 2nd and the 3rd, but I was told that it was because of little rivers and contributaries or whatever the case may be. But as far as the actual numbers, I can't verify that for you.
Madam President.
Senator from Rockingham.
Madam President, that article actually quoted Larry Sabato, and his quote was, "I thought they'd do Loria more of a favor than was reflected in the first set of maps." And their report indicates that that these changes changed the 2nd congressional district, where I understand Ms. Loria may be a Democratic candidate, changed it from a district where Governor Spanberger won by 8%, which I guess Mr. Sabato considered to be too close, to a district where she would have won by 12.6%. Do you know whether, I would ask the senator from Portsmouth whether she knows whether that's accurate?
Senator from Portsmouth.
Madam President, I would say to the Senator from Rockingham that I think that's a bit speculative, but I can tell you Larry Sabato's been doing this a lot longer than I have, and perhaps he'd be the person to ask that question.